Hello everyone, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. In the last episode, probably ought to start play. In the last episode, I started to look at refining some of my, revisiting Scotland and refining some of my freight routes to see about how I can make them a little bit more profitable. And also by adding in a few more of the direct routes, even though it's short, taking all those people off the line here. Now what I need to do is to make sure that I'm getting all of the goods that I need, because at the minute I'm transporting a hell of a lot north and south. I don't necessarily feel like I'm getting all of the goods coming into my Scottish, or my distribution hub of the north, to fulfill the requirements that I need. So like here, I've got stacks of coal, sorry, iron ore, but zero coal. Yeah, I am producing coal up here, which is coming in. That's the wood one. So there's only 38 on the platform. But it's just not wanting to increase. I'd have expected that to be up near the 400 mark by now, because I do need steel. Steel is a commodity that is used in an awful lot of places, but it just doesn't seem to want to fulfill that requirement. What I am going to do is actually put a station out here near Glasgow, so that you can distribute to these three factories, as well as looking to distribute into the city itself. So I think for starters, I will not ship. Let's go with my usual 320. Make sure it's large. I'll put 6 going to be too big. I'll just go with 4 because they can share. And I want it to be far enough out that it is not going to cause too much in the way of emissions to Glasgow itself. So if I put you out there, that's probably not quite enough of an angle. Because I want you to miss that water. If I go there, let's start by adding some tracks in. We just have to go. That isn't actually quite as bad as I thought it was going to look. Because I need to come out from I can try and keep the 75 for the speed wise. Let's cut you back a little bit. And what's that going to look like? Got a little bit of a kink. Let's just pause and I'll redo the roads afterwards. Let's get you in. Doesn't look too bad. What I don't like really is all of that being a bridge. Let's put you as earth. And the same here. You can be earth as well. Why aren't you paralleling up? That's better. I'll keep you to about there. This bridge. I'll bring you through, take you through the junction. Come on, auto save. Thank you. So that brings those four in. We'll put crisscross in while I remember. Otherwise, knowing me, I will forget. And then that is going to come to you up. I'm going into the wrong line. You're going into the far one. Just coming out. That's okay. I can live with that. And then loop you round and in. Yes, I've got the crossovers here. That brings me two lines, and they can share if they want to. Let's just do a little bit of smoothie. make it look a little bit better. Now what I do need is just tidy the freight. Let's put one on the end, one on the end. Now let me put my road in. Something doesn't look quite right. Let's just make sure. The size was a bit big there. Make sure that looks a little bit better. Run my road across. Let's just smoothie out a little bit. Oops, on the wrong one. Just make that look a bit tidier. Now, the question is, I want to be able to, well, let me first of all put the cargo, and I've got 1, 2, 3, and also what's going on into the station. So and it can be expanded down the line if need be. Let's put that for the cargo delivery. Now I want to make sure that I've got the road connections that I need so that I can deliver. Standing in, that's better. So yes. I just I like things to look just feel a bit better. So that one connects in nicely there. You connect nicely into there. Right, at least let's just keep that level to go through and under the bridge. And then you can connect in. No. Yeah. Let's just cut you back again. Let's have another go at making this look a little bit tidier. Come on, click on the right thing. Right, you're connecting round. Come on. Connect you in. Tunnel, bridge height. The main point of me keeping that was so that it would connect in. But surely is more than enough. There's no pillar collision there. You've removed the pillar. What's going on? Oh, come on. This is where pillar collision. Well, you're lying. There isn't one. Even if I bring you down. Pillar collision. What pillar collision? There's no collision. You want to build a tunnel, yet you're saying there's a collision. Don't want a tunnel. Right. Plan B. I'll come off that way. I mean, the whole point of me keeping this was so that I could put a road through. You're quite happy to try and put a tunnel through. Sometimes this just does not make any sense. I mean, where is that collision? Well, the other option is what's going on? Pillar collision. Something gone weird with building that road. Or rail, I should say, not road. Let's add you back in. let's see if this makes a difference. Now you want to work. I will do that because it will make the journey a little bit better for residents if they want to move out in that direction. So yes, so right, where am I? So now I've got the depot here, cuts across, and then cuts across there. Now I will need it to connect in. It'll connect in there. There. So let's just make a slight tweak. You can connect there. You can connect there. And you can go in there. So let's put some signals in. Let's put the one there. One there. And then you've got to also, that is okay on that direction. Now I need to put some signals on here. So let's just put the initial blocking signals there. And now let me put my signals out here. Let's get these in place. So these are my blocking signals. Don't need that one. Let's remove you and bring you back a little bit. There. Add them in here. And then as we come into the station, so I want to go into my depot by power. I want one of those, and you're going to be delivering capacity, wood and steel, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so that's a 2 to 1. Where's it gone? I've got to redo that again. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's going to then return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can add one more. Wrong one. Add 2. Add another 2. No. Because I need to add the train in. I can add I did the right ones on. Add another 2 on there and another 1. Move those to the end. Train is in the right place. So let's buy you and put you onto the new line. You're going from the distribution centre to Glasgow. And the distribution centre needs to be on I've added you to the wrong one, have I? Oh, come on, auto save. All right, distribution center, and you're going to be online. You can do 13 and 14. So why couldn't you get to 15 and 16? Well, that is the question. That's my cargo train. So you are delivering the planks, steel, Glasgow, and its tools. What I don't quite know is why that train would not be able to come across. Onto, so you can come down here, you can cut across. So if I have now moved the steel planks, Glasgow, not tools, it's machines. Let me now sell all of you. That was a poor decision. Because that was a poor decision. Let's manage this and take 5 onto that line. That line is now going to be going from the Glasgow annex, and you are loading and unloading. Right, manage. Let's upgrade you while I'm here. Capacity is what I'm interested in. And now let me manage that line so you can now load, unload the machine. So you load steel, load planks, unload machines, and you can use all platforms. Now what I want is the oil and plastics. So let's go and buy another train, and I'll stick with the A35, and this time it's oil 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to plastics. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll just stick with that at the moment. Put you onto a new line. You can use 16 as well. Both of them there. This is my cargo rail. Oil, Glasgow. Learn how to type. Plastics. Now you let me upgrade. In fact, let me sell some. Let's sell 5 for the moment and upgrade the rest. To the tarpaulin. and you are now going from there, which is load and unload, and then when you get over there that stays the same. You can use all four. I forgot to set that to be no messing around. Let me just make sure I've done you're okay and you're okay. Right, so that's two of my lines done. Now what I want to do is the logs and planks one. So this line now is going to be a new A35, and I'm logs and planks, which are the same one. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's buy you, stick you onto a new line going from the northern hub to Glasgow, and you're going to be, oh, that's the wrong one. Why are you selecting? Right. And you want to be on 15 and 16, and you can go to 3 and 4. That's the cargo rail. Oops. Oops, it easy. Oh, messing everything up now. Now let me place you and get rid of a. Let's get rid of a whole load. Let's sell. Let's sell again. Let's sell again. You are now going to be going from Glasgow East to Glasgow Annex. Don't mess around. Come in, pick up logs, unload planks. Use all four. And you can be on terminal 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, buildings. Let's drop off some oil and some food. In fact, let's move you. Let's move you out there. So I want to create a new line. Oh, that's good. So this is going to be my cargo truck. Glasgow fuel. Let's make you a fuel colour. No messing. And you're just dealing with fuel using all. Let's stick you on 5. And another new line, which is going to be the food. Cargo truck. Glasgow. And this is food. Let's make you the food colour. Again, food. Two, three, 4. And I'll keep you on that one. Right. Let's double that. And because trains are going to be delivering in, let's make sure there is enough storage space. So when the train drops off, plastics, let's just add another couple on there to get that up and running. You've got your planks. Oh yes, because planks will just come straight from here. But they'll also go on to here for going back. What I now need to do is add in a, let's just manage that edit. So I want you to bring in you're bringing in planks and only planks 20. So I also want you to bring in some fuel and a boxcar, some food. And now I need a depot. If I put a depot in, come on, why aren't you connecting in? Alright, let's stick a depot on the end there. And now I need to buy fuel and food. So let's buy a couple of fuel for the fuel and a couple for the food. So I'll start to get some delivery in. While I'm here, I also want to start to think about some trains. Get some passenger. I do think that this side... no. It needs to be... I want the passenger line. How's this looking level-wise? I want to connect Glasgow and Edinburgh. So let's have a look at my trains. It needs to be a 2 passenger to sort of want it to go here for now. Let's just delete that. What I've got is let's put you there. What I can do is look to expand this. Let's just connect you in. Oh, come on. Auto save, that's it again. Go up the hill. Let's loop you round and in. You can look better. It looks a little bit better. So what I then want to do is to put a passenger need to be that big at the moment. I will put some trams in. Let's put you there. So you're going to be my first tram route, which can then bring in passengers into Glasgow. Let's get the tram setup first of all. Tools. So you're going to come, I think for starters, I'll bring you around this way, across the bridge, loop you in, and then just take you around and in there. What I might actually do is just make this feel a little bit tidier. Nothing at the moment, so let's bring out a little bit. Then you can do a curve round, curve in. No. No. Let's put you back. Right, now let's go back to the tools and let's just add in the tram tracks there. In fact, let's just change this again. I will make my mind up eventually, but I just wanted to make it look let's bring you round, bring you out, let's just make this connection and that connect in. That does look a little bit better. And then I can just connect you in there. That just makes that look a little bit nicer. Does that give me room? Interesting one. Depot, tram, oh, not quite. You can fit on there. So let's get some passenger, not bus stops, tram stops. I think then. Make sure they're far enough apart, but still getting everything covered. Just either side the bridge. Halfway along. Other side the bridge. Not where the rate drop off is. So let me create, well, let me have a look at what I can buy tram wise. Capacity. $21. Let's initially buy one. And you are going to be going from the station. Let's loop round and connect all of these up back into the station and then reverse all the way back. So this is my cargo, not cargo, passenger transport, which is going to be Glasgow. And it's my, let's just call it line 1. Let's get you on the way. Where is it? Where are you? Oh, you're already up there. While you're all the way around there, let's duplicate so they're a little bit more spread out. And there's people already wanting to use it. 1 person. 3 people. That's good news. How am I doing over here? Plenty of logs. So let's add another 5 on there. It's producing 162. More than enough with a line rate of 400. 400 is going to give me 200, so more than enough. Throat just felt a bit dry then. Just needs to get a quick swig of water. And my steel production is now at 36. So wood, planks, etc. are going okay. Steel. Steel is the one thing I need. I'm making some, but you just, again, coal. Iron ore. $400. 164. I've got a line rate of 800. In fact, that was just too many trains. Too many trains. Line rate of 400, so I need to get you to level up. What have I got here? 100. 114. Let's add another 5 on here. That'll hopefully help push that to level up. And then there's 80 being produced. So let's look to replace you as you live very bad and double you, so production of 79 at now a line rate of 113, so that is okay. Because that will push more on, but what else? But that has now given me a starter for 10 in Glasgow. And chopping off plenty of wood, or plenty of logs to turn into planks. Again, it's my steel. Steel is the one thing that I'm after doing. While I am here, what I want to do is let's put let's just a bit of a tidy up here. What I want to do is to put in my passenger try and level line that up. I'll put my passenger train in there. Let's just pause, because I hate it when the game does that. I'm building stuff and you are just trying to build stuff. Right. So let me put my road in. In fact, this is going to be a big main. Let's have a main building at either end. Put my road in. Connect you in there. Yes, it's going to be a bit of a demolish. Let's just tidy all this up. Extend the road. Come on. I want to be better. Now let's connect a few of these in. Right, now I just want to make a quick change in here. So again, I'm going to tools, put a tram. So this time I want to go down here, what's going on here? All of these roads, make it all a bit janky and mess. Make it this just look a little bit tidier. All these unnecessary streets. Loop you round and in. Loop you round and in, and I will come up there for the time being. Now let me put some passengers. So you can go, you're okay. Let's put you in there. And now let me go in and sell these. Edinburgh. Manage that, and we'll sell those vehicles. Now let me do a tram route instead. So you can go, let's go around the clockwise in, and then well, anti-clockwise and now clockwise. Wait for auto save. Yeah. And now let's put 2 in. Now let me buy a tram. Let's put the tram depot there, and I'll put the truck depot over on that side for now, because that's where the commercial and industry is expanding to. Right, now let me buy and put you onto not the new line. Let's put you where? Tram depot. Why can't you see? the line I have just created. This way, passenger transport. Edinburgh line 1. You are my tram. Put you onto why can't you see? Why can't you see that? New line. Right, so let me do the line again. So that must mean that, am I missing? Ah, just there. Now you are up and running. So let's get you out on the line. For some reason you're now coming back. Let's manage that and let me stick a second one on now. Okay, so with that, I have now, I think, improved the freight lines into Glasgow for the factories. It looks like I need a lot more planks. 3, 4, 5. So with that, I am now, I feel, making the production within Glasgow an awful lot better. But it does have the problem of lack of steel. Plenty of wood is coming in. Not a huge amount of oil, but there is some coming in. And I've also put down my first train passenger station. No lines are linked in yet, and also a tram route around Glasgow. And I put my station in Edinburgh, ready to be able to connect up to Glasgow, and then also change the bus route here into a tram route. And with that, hopefully, it will improve Well, I've got 2. No vehicles on that one. Let's delete. Delete that one. But yes, so I've now got my tram route going around Edinburgh, which hopefully in the next episode will start to make a profit. And then I want to connect up Edinburgh and Glasgow. So that will be the plan for the next episode, is start to deliver a few more passengers around the place. Let's just make sure that yes, this is starting to clear out a little bit more, but they are being shipped. 500, still not creeping up enough for my liking, but everything else seems to be ticking along quite nicely. I do think that some of these lines is too many, 190 and 700. Let's sell one of those. Same with the 1300. And I'm only producing 300. Way too many. So let's sell two. Let's sell two of those. That is just not proving to be productive. But anyway, got slightly sidetracked there. So yes, so in the next episode I want to connect Edinburgh and Glasgow up so I can start having my first passenger train route, and then look to expand further afield. So on that note, I am going to call it a day for this episode. So if you have enjoyed the escapades, then please do hit that like button. If you don't want to miss out on what is going to happen next, then please do subscribe. And if you have got any tips, tricks or ideas or suggestions, then please do leave a comment below. In the meantime, all I can say is thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.